I'm a mom of four who loves cooking mostly from scratch. My husband will be away for work next week, so I'm prepping some snacks now to help me get through the week. I'm really enjoying my sourdough journey. I started it around the middle of last year. I keep leftover discard from previous feedings in small containers. They stay in the fridge and I use them whenever I can. If there is a better way to do this, please let me know. I am making waffles today. I will mix most of these ingredients ahead of time and let them ferment until I am ready to cook. Mix it all up, no ingredient left behind. I really love making waffles for my kids. They look more complicated than pancakes, but they never fail. This looks ready now, so I will set it aside. I have another bowl. I'm going to make some cookies with sourdough discard. When I'm in the kitchen, I like to cook and make multiple things at the same time. I wasn't always like this, but as I started cooking more and more, it's a skill that I developed. I'm adding the discard flour, sugar, and melted butter to the bowl. I also have a blog which I'm trying to edit and add all these new recipes to, but sometimes life gets busy and I am unable to. But if I do have a recipe posted, then I'll add the link in the description. Leaving this out for a few hours. So, this is how I feed my starter. I'm leaving about 50 grams behind in the jar and I'll feed it with equal amounts of flour and water. Whatever I am scooping out will be turned into tortillas. Like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I just started experimenting with sourdough. I was using an ancient flour before called einkorn, and I've always wanted to switch to get the maximum nutritional benefits. So I'm working with regular all-purpose flour right now because I don't want my expensive flour to go to waste in case I make a mistake, which I do a lot. Covered and labeled, and now I'm going to keep it aside. To my active jar, I am adding 50 grams of flour and 50 grams of water. If I was making something like sandwich bread, I would change the amount, but I am just waiting to get it nice and lively. Then I'll move it to the fridge because I don't have any use for sourdough anymore today or tomorrow. I'm making two batches of fajita seasoning, one for ground beef quesadillas and another for chicken fajitas for dinner tonight. I'm adding paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, salt, and oil. I added garlic powder to my shopping list while editing this. My son is asking for pineapple. I do have two in the pantry, and we took a small pineapple break. All the distractions are gone. I'm heating up a pan to cook the ground beef filling for the quesadillas. I usually cook the beef fully before adding the seasoning, but since the kids will be hungry soon, I'm speeding this step up a bit. I'm also breaking the beef into smaller pieces as it cooks. Looks good to me. Turn off the heat and leave it here. I'm shredding some cheese. Today I'm using Gouda. It's perfect for melting. You can also go with any melting cheese if you like, but Gouda is what I have on hand today. I like buying cheese blocks and shredding them myself at home. Store-bought shredded cheese usually has a coating of cellulose to prevent clumping, which changes the way it melts. By shredding it myself, I get that fresh, perfect melt every single time. It looks like I didn't get a video of cooking the tortillas, but they got done. I'm adding a layer of cheese, then a layer of beef, then another layer of cheese, then I'll fold the tortilla, and I'll do the same for a second one. I may have turned the griddle on a little too early. I adjusted the heat before putting them on, so we're good. It was really hard to flip the one on the right, and I spilled some of the filling. For all my future ones, I'll make it like the one on the left. The quesadillas are for the kids, and for the parents, I'm making a taco salad. As I get older, I make changes to my diet and lifestyle. Not eating a lot of gluten is at the top of the list. This is for the dinner. I'm slicing chicken thighs. Cutting board goes straight to the dishwasher, and I will wash the knife right away. Back to the cookie dough. I'm adding egg, baking soda, vanilla extract, and salt. I haven't made cookies in a long time. I made some a few weeks ago, and that was after a very, very long break. This doesn't look like cookie dough. I am going to add a little bit more flour to fix it. I am going to call the kids to join me for the next step. This is what you should do, okay? Do this. The gloves were not working out, so I had them take them off, wash their hands again, and now they're back.
Like this? And then
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Best day
Wait to
ever.
eat this. Looks so good.
Looks so good. Everybody looks good. I want to make a line.
I just realized that I forgot to add parchment paper to the baking sheets. That was a big mistake from my part, but they all look so happy and proud to be helping me, so I won't tell them now, but I'll fix it later.
No, making an egg. One big giant pancake of a heart. One small pancake.
I'm just about to start making waffles. I'm adding sugar, eggs, butter, baking soda, salt, and vanilla extract to this bowl. I've already preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Now it's time to bake these cookies. 10 to 14 minutes, it's all it takes. I start by preheating my cast iron waffle maker and brushing it lightly with oil. Once you pour in the waffle batter, flip the cast iron so both sides heat evenly. Then wait for 2 minutes and give it another flip. 2 more minutes and it's ready. I don't even brush it with oil after this. The butter in the batter is enough to prevent sticking. Just pour the batter, flip the waffle maker, wait a couple of minutes, then flip again, Wait another couple more minutes and that's it. I will make the rest of the waffles, and honestly, the best part is that it smells amazing in here. I'm hoping that this would last me at least a couple of weeks, but I would be surprised if I have anything left after today. It comes out perfect every single time. You won't be able to do anything else while making this, but to me, it's totally worth it. If there is one thing I could change, I just wish the handles were a little longer. It would make flipping so much easier. I got this one from Amazon and I'll add the link in the description. A lot of the reviews mention that the waffle sticks to the cast iron, but I've never had that happen, even once. I'm making the rest of the quesadillas to freeze for later. I prefer these thin and large. I make tortillas, pizzas, or naan every week, so it's really just the same routine rolling and cooking. I'm leaving them here to cool down. My kids are here and they've been eagerly waiting ever since I got help shaping these cookies. My workstation is all set for quesadilla assembly. I've got the beef filling, tortillas, and shredded cheese all ready. I'm layering the cheese, then the beef, followed by another layer of cheese, folding the tortilla in half, and repeating this process until all of them are done. This would be an easy snack for the kids during weekdays. I usually microwave it for 30 seconds or so and finish it on my cast iron. I'm also thinking about buying an air fryer, but I'm looking into I don't like anything non-stick. I'm looking into all the options, either all stainless steel or the ones with glass and stainless steel. This is how I'm planning to freeze them. I will cut them in half and wrap them individually. I think that this way it will be easier to grab exactly what I need later. The sandwich loaves are ready too. They are not perfect, but it's all part of the learning process. This is everything I've made so far. Now it's time to get dinner ready. I am cooking the chicken that I marinated earlier. The cast iron is perfect for this. It gives the chicken a very good crust. My kids had a big meal earlier, so I'm just gathering all the leftovers from my fridge.